Hi, this is Timothy Trujillo, and I'd like to share with you today a treatment method known as the 5-minute miracle. And first, I'd like to tell you a little bit about this method. It began through a relief project that my organization, First Medicines, was conducting in South India after the Asian tsunami. There we found individuals who were experiencing great distress from loss responded profoundly to hypnotic release and recovery methods, particularly when we combined hands-on method that helped to treat both the body and the mind at the same time. When I came back from India, I decided to write a script that included these methods that we had used and to print this script onto a postcard that would be simple enough to paper the world with, similar to those American Sign Language cards that we're also familiar with. So I wrote the script and began the work of distribution, and not long after my return, Hurricane Katrina happened, and we went down to New Orleans to do a relief project with First Medicines again with that endeavor. There we found a different scenario. There we found that individuals did not have the allotment of time to sit in a workshop setting and learn these methods. They simply came to the relief camp to get supplies and to get meals. So I had recorded this script onto a CD at the time, and I simply took a folding recliner that I had with me and put it in the chow line, far enough back so people wouldn't be concerned they were going to miss their place in line. I put headphones on the individuals so that they could listen to the recording, while at the same time I gave a hands-on treatment from the head to toes. Well, we were all amazed at the response from this treatment. Individuals who had severe distress and even profound pain in this brief 5-minute miracle intervention had wonderful, remarkable recovery. So since that time, we've made that the cornerstone intervention for First Medicines. I go out to health fairs, public events, and even provide regular access to free treatments of the 5-minute miracle at my office. I also have produced an online resource so that individuals can listen to the program, and this is at firstmedicines.org, and you can go there, and that's where you will find the audio program to use. You'll find a link to be able to download that audio program and use it. There on the site you will also find another video showing you how the treatment is done. But after I finish speaking here, I'm going to show you a video that was taken at a recent training that really demonstrates the method, including acupuncture point references for the parts of the body that we're treating. Now, you can go also to my website, timothytrujillo.com, and type in the URL timothytrujillo.com/hands. That will take you directly to a page where you can download a manual on the hands-on hypnosis method, and it will have photographs of all of the positions of the hand treatment for the 5-minute miracle. There will also be another document there for acupressure self-care. And that acupressure self-care manual will also give you many point functions for the acupoints that we're actually treating. So we're not just calming the body through contact or through physical suggestion, but we are also treating the body with direct, well-established functional indications to relieve stress, to produce profound relaxation, calm, and even pain relief. So check out those resources. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at timothytrujillo.com. I'd be happy to answer any questions and help you to implement this treatment method both in your clinic setting to help individuals in distress, or if, as some others have, you decide to go out and do this as a public service as part of the First Medicines mission to reduce suffering worldwide through traditional and integrative therapies. So thanks for learning the method, use it, and be ready to witness miracles. I go out to health fairs and do this because people are in crisis in the world and they don't know where to get help. And that's part of what this whole work came to, is to deliver care to the population in need. And so they are in the world. And so we just offer a free stress relief treatment. But oh, the things that people release when they Well, I'm not pre-suggesting anything here, but it's very passive. It's very sweet. It's very supportive. It's a very nurturing treatment, so you'll see. Cindy, you want to come on up and have a seat?
So it's called firstmedicines.org.
Firstmedicines.org. And you'll also see when you go to that site, me giving my money away on that site, because my Stop Smoking audio program, my bread and butter program, it's there free. Doggone it, I got so upset when one of my friends died from cancer. I'm like, every time somebody downloads this, it's going to be another crushed cigarette pack. But then recently, last year I started the Pain Relief Project, and so the Pain Relief Project has a remarkable list of resources, including my Pain Relief audio program that is right there. There's a player and people can play it. I'm just, next, you guys, if you get on my mailing list, you'll probably get me barking about a funding program to start an app. Cindy, I want to just move this cushion down just a little bit, and if you want to, you can put your feet right on that bar and just push back a little bit so that you're comfortable in the chair, because I want you to. So how this works is that I'm going to lean this back just a hair so you'll be a little bit more comfortable here. Good. So we have this chair, and what I'm going to do in a moment, I'll lean you back in the chair and make sure we're working good for camera. Good. I'm going to lean you back in the chair, and normally I would have headphones and place the headphones over the ears. This has a wonderful enclosure effect for the experience. And I'm not really big on headphone hypnosis, but in this case it's beautiful because it gives ear regard for whatever's going on outside. So I'll say, I'm going to put the headphones over your head, and then I'm going to play this recording. So in this case, it's just going to play on this little speaker here so that everybody can kind of hear what the person would be hearing in the treatment. And once again, there's a video showing this on the firstmedicines.org site. And while you're listening to the program, just follow along with the program. And while you're listening, I'm going to give you a hands-on treatment. I'll start with my hands over your eyes, then your head, your shoulders. I'm going to take each hand, place it on your abdomen, and then I will treat from your knees down to your ankles. Now, I didn't talk to you, and I want to just talk to you quickly about some of the points that I'm going to be treating here. So we talked about all these hand points. In particular, you'll see how I work with the hand. And remember what I said about my Iron Man thing? So it's true, but it's true both ways. Because this point, remember I said pericardium 7 right here? Man, right here in the center of your palm is a point, pericardium 8, and you can activate energy in the whole body. So when you're doing this point, you really are beaming into the palm, also with the intention and even the thought, I know what they're listening to, but I'm talking to them and I'm saying here and here and here. When I place the hands over the abdomen, then I place my hands on top, and there are some points. There's a midline channel called the conception vessel. And these points, this is the most yin part of the body. It supports the internal organ system in a really wonderful way. And in particular, it supports the digestive process. So if it's above the navel here, it supports energy going down into the stomach. If it's at the level of the navel, it supports energy moving down. In fact, right to the side of the navel are 2 points here, just a couple of inches off of the navel, heavenly pivot, large intestine, or stomach 25 rather. It's the source point for the, well, it's not a source, it's kind of a source point, ma point, for the large intestine. So it really helps with intestinal issues. And this is about everything moving through the body. Next, I'm going to treat from your knees down to your ankles. Is that agreeable with you? Yes? So at the knee then is another really important point. And if you place you'll see again these, I have pictures, pictures in the manual, you'll be able to see that. But if you put your palm on your knee, where your ring finger lands is a very, very important point for your body. Is Susan Lee, stomach 36, is another really fundamental point in the body. It treats anything going on in the abdomen, treats pain in the whole body. But the name of it, Susan Lee, I was told this traditional story that Mao was marching their army and they had exhausted themselves. And so they treated that point and they were able to march for 3 more miles. So that's the wisdom of that is that it strengthens the body to do beyond what is the capacity or perceived limit. All right, so that's strengthening the whole body. We're going to come down then. So this is the yang aspect of the body. So on the inside, yin, in the lower part of the body is yin. So yin and yin, that's really compounded yin. And then right inside the ankle, there's a point called spleen 6, 3 yin crossing. And we just support all genitourinary, really soothing yin. It treats the liver channel, the kidney channel, and the spleen channel, all pass through that area. Then I put the hands on the ankles. When I put my hands on the ankles, sometimes these fingers will touch right into the space between the ankle bone and the Achilles tendon. And that groove in there is a really important point. In fact, I'm going to tell you in acupuncture, here's what's cool. That's what's called a pass-through point. So on the outside is bladder 60, that really is a great point for treating the neck. On the inside is kidney 3, source point for the kidneys. And the kidneys support that is called the mansion of the lower back. So that point really treats the lower back. So see how we're able to just treat the whole body with these. And then we come to the feet. And on the feet, liver 3, it's just like this point here, large intestine 4. That same relational point on the foot is liver 3. And it's the source point of the liver that regulates energy in the whole body. And these points as a point combination are called the 4 bars or the 4 gates, and it just works to completely normalize and also to protect the whole body. I'll mention also triple warmer 5 in combination with a point, relational point between the little toe and the second toe, which is gallbladder 41. This is a point that they say these points secure the exterior. They're heat release points, and they help to get heat out of the body and secure the body. But they also have this protective aspect. So I like to treat all of these in combination, large intestine 4 and triple warmer 5, while treating liver 3 and gallbladder 41, and I call that the storm windows. You know storm windows? Okay, well, power on then. All right, so let's lean you back in the launch position, shall we? So we lean the chair all the way back. And by the way, gang, seriously, I first purchased Lafuma, $200 chair to do this work with. And then I've purchased a lot of chairs over the years, you know, go to the sporting goods store and get these chairs and so forth. And this recline that this chair has is amazing. So it's on, just you go to the Big A. I won't say the name, but you know what I mean by the Big A? The website, the Big A, that delivers stuff to you in 2 days, except whenever they say, oh, it's not going to be there for 4 days. And then you say, well, could I have a little, you know, credit on my, you know, account? Yeah. Yeah, we use them. But anyway, I just... so yeah, if you just go to their preferred, you know, it's a folding recliner. I think that it's $48 on the site, and I just learned this is a really, look at how that lay. Now, speaking of that, just briefly, I have a moment. The position of the body in the recliner. Do you guys know about the actual physiological benefit of the recliner? Do you know of something called tonic immobility or animal hypnosis? So most organisms, if you put them on their back, they have to release. I watched the guy swimming with sharks, and he reached out and grabbed this shark. It was a little tiger shark or something. It was swimming by, and he just grabbed it by the tail and rolled it over like that, and it just went motionless. Okay? So remember the couple of things. When we put our clients on their backs, we're inducing tonic immobility or animal hypnosis already. So we're facilitating the experience. Secondly, when we turn the lights down, we're reducing light in the environment, and that also induces relaxation in the body. We might say melatonin. The melatonin cycle is a little bit different than that, and I can't say that there's actually melatonin, but it certainly is calming things down. Yes?
So would you maybe, if the patient is okay with it, or she likes it, put like a pillow
a little pillow or something, I might, but you'll see how this starts. It does exactly that.
And focus on your breathing.
I'm going to turn this up just a hair because it had good volume a little bit ago.
Maximum volume.
Close your eyes and focus on your breathing.
You can't hear, can you? I think that battery's going down, so we're going to do backup mode, okay? I'm just going to set this over here and you'll be able to hear it. Now, the other thing I'll say is my wife, if you haven't met my wife, she's at my table. She's my principal co-investigator. We're partners. So she teaches me a lot of great things. And one of the things she taught me, never touch a woman's face unless your hands are clean. So I carry a little spray with me. And this is just a little alcohol spray to cleanse my hands when I'm doing this. I'm going to put a few drops of thieves oil in it. So thieves then has this wonderful aromatic smell that people are always like, oh, that was so pleasant. So we're using a little aromatics with this as well. So what I do then is I start the player and then I give just a moment for them to adjust before I commence treatment. Let me unpair this. Or Lito, if we can just turn that off. You know,
Powering off.
all right.
Two terms that you said again, immobility with somebody like that.
Tonic immobility. All right.
And the animal, what?
Animal hypnosis. All right, here we go then.
Close your eyes and focus on your breathing.
Just listen.
Every time you exhale, you naturally relax.
I center.
Allow yourself to relax with each exhale.
I invite.
With each breath, you may allow a pleasant color to give you a sense of strength and calm. Allow all the sounds around you and every thought you have cause you to relax more. Imagine that you have imaginary faucets attached to your hands and feet. Visualize or imagine those faucets opening wide to allow any tension or discomfort to flow easily out of your body. In your mind, visualize, and in your body, experience this flow becoming eventually a trickle, and then just a drip. You can also imagine a faucet attached at any
you notice me
location
touching
on your
this point
body
here?
that you feel you would benefit from
Right here.
greater relaxation or comfort now.
Lift the hand.
As you continue to release, just allow every muscle and every nerve to become completely relaxed, comfortable, and at ease. As you continue to relax, allow a light, airy sensation to flow through you, causing you to feel totally weightless. Allow this
I'm with it.
sensation to cause you to feel
Contact. Contact.
higher and higher, safely tethered like a helium-borne pipe attached to a long string. As you drift, allow this sensation to cause you to release all cares, concerns, or discomforts. Allow yourself those faucets now filled with strength, confidence, and well-being. And on the number 5, allow your eyes to open. 1. This calm comfort is always yours. 2. You express it in every area of your body. 3. Feel strength moving through. Feel confident and more alert. 4. Your eyes now feel as waves pursuing fires that are rushing slowly. 5. Let your eyelids open. Take a deep breath and feel a peaceful calm throughout your entire body.
All right, tell us about your experience. All right, we're right at time, so I just want to go over a couple of points that I didn't mention. In the middle of the leg, stomach 40. They say transforms phlegm, but that's like inflammation, so that's a good point for facilitating reducing inflammation. And then at the end, you saw me do this thing with the feet. That's the Qigong, okay? There's a place for Qigong. There's a place for forcing energy. So most of the time, I'm just letting the hands rest. When I do that, I'm pushing energy, and this is the opposite of this. This is the point that connects us to heaven. This is the point, kidney 1, bubbling spring, connects us to the earth, okay? So I'm pushing that energy, and then what I'm doing here, these are mesmeric passes. These are called sedating mesmeric passes, just calms the whole body. All right, tell us about your experience.
That was very calming. It just really dropped in.
Isn't it remarkable? 6 minutes. I say, this is a 5-minute miracle. The miracle happens in 5 minutes, but we give you a minute to appreciate it. So now you have the materials that I've given you. You have the information that we've shared here today. If you have any questions, please don't be hesitant at all to contact me for clarification. As I said, often this is the first thing I will do when people are in distress. Even when they come in my office, I'll say, I'm going to give you this 5-minute miracle treatment. And you see how we could work an hour in hypnosis to help, many of us, to help produce this level. But especially when the headphones are on, it's just so reducing, okay?
What do we do if we don't play the flute?
What do you do if you don't play the flute? Then just let it play out, okay? Or you can play music in your room that's playing in the background during that time. That gives a kind of mood and arousal to the external environment. And the way I play, if you do play the flute, low tones sedate, high tones invigorate. So I'm playing her awake with that flute. Okay, one question, because we're over time. Yes?
Could you use that as an induction and just move into something else?
Absolutely. Could you use it as an induction and move into something else? Good question. Yes, it's not uncommon that I'll do that, and then afterward I'll say, give a report, and I'll say this or that, and then I'll say, okay, just let's close your eyes back down, go back, tend to your breathing, etc. We're back into the work, okay?
Tied to my question, because could that be also played without the last 5 minutes waking up? The client really needs a little bit deeper.
Yes, good thing. Could you also stop before the awakening? That's a very good question as well. Gang, thank you so much. I really appreciate being here. And by the way, so remember what I said? I'm on a mission. And you guys are now part of that, because you have the tools. So incorporate it in this work and be your best. I'll never be as good at what you do as you are. So have confidence in your work. Thank you.